50 years ago, it was 1970. The Vietnam War was raging, and the U.S. Navy had a fleet of 25 incredible hydrofoil fighting machines. Boeing was in production of their 929 Jetfoil, and the Russians and Italians were busy producing hydrofoil boats to carry passengers throughout the world. Those were the days when hydrofoils were in the domain of giant corporations and the military. Two prominent players in the world of high-performance watercraft were Royal Navy Commander Mark Thornton and Countess Juanita Kalergi. They combined in London to support the first IHS president, Wern Hans von Schertlit, the founder of Supromar in Switzerland. He emphasized that the IHS was an international technical society that had the main aims of organization that were advanced to study and research into science and technology of both power and sail. Shift to today, there are no military hydrofoils, and Kawasaki has taken over the production of the Jetfoil. But there are more hydrofoils being produced and flown today than ever imagined in 1970. How is this possible? The answer is, the shift has been to recreational hydrofoils such as the electric-powered runabout Candela, the Sailing Moth, the America's Cup 75, hydrofoil surfboards, windsurfers, electric-powered hydrofoil boogie boards, human-powered hydrofoils, and scores of backyard do-it-yourself projects. So what about the future? We are on the brink of an incredible expansion of exciting new hydrofoil vehicles. There is a convergence of advanced science, art, and materials. What things were not available in 1970? Take, for instance, the new materials including carbon fiber reinforced plastics, stronger corrosion-resistant alloys. For power, we now have lightweight, robust turbine engines, efficient generators, and small, powerful electric motors capable of operating underwater in streamlined compact nacelles. Modern high-capacity batteries hold more energy than previously imagined. Even solar charging holds promise. We also know much more about cavitating, partially cavitating, ventilating, and partially ventilating hydrofoil profiles. For sailors, efficient wing and parachute sails have transformed the art. And exciting new possibilities come in the advance in high-speed, lightweight, reliable, digital, solid-state systems. Computers that control speed, pitch, roll, yaw, and altitude. For the military, there are lightweight and rapid-fire Gatling guns, super-fast missiles, and energy-absorbing armor, all at their disposal. All these advanced concepts are converging, and we now see an explosion in combinations of hydrofoil design application. And how does one get to know enough about hydrofoils to be on the cutting edge? One way is to follow the International Hydrofoil Society and profit from the rapidly expanding source of knowledge, and in particular, in this month, October 2020, you are provided with excellent examples of the scores of original videos from prominent hydrofoil practitioners. These have been posted on our IHS YouTube Hydrofoils channel. Here is a quick view of the 40 videos posted during our celebration with music by Control Zebra, as performed on the streets of the 5th Arrondissement de Paris. Let's hear what our contributors have to say about the International Hydrofoil Society's 50th anniversary celebration.
Yes. No, I was very impressed by these Bieber presentations, even it was not today, but 2 days before. And I'm very impressed because we are putting so much effort into design a ship and we collect data. Yes. No, I was very impressed by these Bieber presentations, even it was not today, but 2 days before. And I'm very impressed because we are putting so much effort into design a ship and we collect data and so on, but then we never hear what happens to the ships. But here it was presented in all details, you know, even that they conquered a lot of hard trucks and things like that, you know. And it's only a pity that these birds were so early retired, you know, because they are functioning so well and so impressive. But I think the financial side is overruling everything here. Congrats for that. Two very, very interesting presentations, which one never sees again easily, you know, and other birds. Yeah.
I just want to add my congratulations too to the society. I think you've pulled off a great event. I think the virtual format worked really well for this, and even the different times I think worked out well to allow so much participation by people from all over the world. So yeah, my hat's off to you. You really done a great job.
Yeah, well, some of us on the committee in the early days before the pandemic became a reality, we were thinking of a whole different approach, having a conference and a reunion celebration out at the USS Ares Museum in Missouri. And I personally was pumped up for that because I haven't been to the museum. And there would have been a lot of logistics issues making that work. You know, travel by people overseas would have been a financial burden and so forth. And I know I still want to get out there, but you know, next best thing was to have Elliot put together his presentation and the walkthrough and all that. I had the luck to ride PHM a couple of times, but it would have been nice to be out there. But you know, thankfully the technology, and even though we were kind of on a steep learning curve at the beginning with the committee, the technology let us put together a conference like this, and you know, thank goodness for that. So another striking factor, and you know, moving ahead 25 years since the last anniversary celebration, and we were able to capitalize on this more recent technology. So
I want to thank you for all the work you guys did. It's been really good. And I also want to stress that the number of people who actually get to attend these meetings live is nothing compared to the number of people who will watch them, which I'm going to do mostly, watch them on YouTube. And I think that's just the way most people watch things like this now. But I can see us when things lighten up. I can see us having another reunion, and I can see us doing something like this, and it can even be in like the Ares Museum or in Key West or whatever. But I think that integrating a significant portion of it, at least the conferences, in a virtual world at the same time, I think it would expand our horizon significantly. You're going to get the people that want to come and see the attractions and go to sunny southern Missouri or Key West, but you're going to always have the people that can't do that. And this format's worked out really well, and I think combining it with a more traditional on-site might be a really good opportunity. So
yeah, that's a good point. For some of you may not be aware, but not far from the USS Ares Museum is the town of Hermann, Missouri, and they have a pretty lively Oktoberfest every year, which I've never been to, but I guess Elliot could speak to that. So it would certainly be a draw, and that's why we were quite excited. But your comment is well taken.
I would like to thank all the organizers of that symposium. It's the first time I have joined something like that. And it is a very, very big success, I must say, We are sitting here at the end of the world a bit, and we cannot always join a symposium overseas and so on. And at the moment, everything is naturally closed down. But so that is the way to go in future. Many, many thanks for that very interesting symposium.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is Mike Bosworth. I also want to add my thanks. I think it was very successful, and hope to be here in 25 years as well. So,
it's very nice for me. It's a real thrill to be with so many of you hydrofoil heroes, and thanks to all of you for your respective roles in the development, the research development, test evaluation, operation of hydrofoils. It's in our blood, I think. I swear. I'm thinking of going back to college, back to Stanford, after hearing the presentations by the young men today. Apparently, if you're studying hydrodynamics in universities these days, it makes your hair grow, and I really benefit from that. So
good point.
Call me at Stanford. I'll be back in school.
You know, especially for the Mantles Prize presenters at this conference, you know, I'm sure you've got, you know, friends and people coming up, you know, through, you know, the high schools you went to, and the lower levels of college and so forth. And as we mentioned, the Mantles Prize announcement for 2021 is up on the Hydrofoil Society website. So, you know, please pass the word to folks to go to foils.org, and the information is there, because we really, you know, we want to have as many good entries as we can for 2021 Mantles Prize and beyond. So there's no way to overemphasize the importance of getting the word out for that. And again, our thanks to Martin Mantles and Connie Mantles, his wife, for continuing this. We're going into the eighth year, as I indicated. So it's been a sustained financial support from Martin and his wife that has enabled, you know, a lot of good work to be presented to the community, and the two papers today were examples of that. So thanks again, Martin.
I also want to say,
I might just say, you know, good on you guys, the students that have presented today, and you know, I love it that you guys have stuck to your hydrofoil interest. Sort of reminds me, when I was a student, I did a thesis on hydrofoil stability in waves, and it gets into your blood. You love hydrofoil, so you know, it is nice to see some of you guys stick with it. I reckon you got hard yards sticking with it too. I had a nice secure government job, but I do see hydrofoils making a bit of a comeback in the last decade and more. So, you know, I hope things are bright for you guys sticking with what you're doing at the moment, and you're doing some great work.
Hi, I also wanted to echo what Martin said. Martin, did I pronounce it? Is that your name? I wanted to commend for the students that presented, and of course the International Hydrofoil Society and the committee and everyone involved in this process. Thank you for continuing to inspire students, motivate them to get interested in hydrofoils. I think it's been, I can actually see, at least from my perspective as faculty at Webb, more students are, you know, they're motivated. They want to publish. They want to learn more about hydrofoils, but they also want to raise the level of their, writing skills and learning more about hydrodynamics. And I think your presence as a society and as a committee, and everyone who's who's contributing to this, is just, you know, raising the quality of the work, and essentially is inspiring the kids. I see more and more students coming over with ideas, knowing that you guys exist, and they want to know, they want to do the same. They want to be in the competition, and they want to learn more about hydro. I teach hydrodynamics at Webb, and they come to me and they say, you know, what about hydrofoils? What about foils in general? Very fundamentally, they want to do something in the flow channel, or numerically nowadays is more and more available. And so I wanted to thank you. I don't want to take too much time, but I just thank you so much for what you guys do. Thank you.
Thanks. We really appreciate that. Keeps us going. So. The last comment I'll make is that, we're a nonprofit. It's all volunteer. None of us get paid for our time, and people like, Martin and Bill Hochberg and others spend even more time than I do. So we're always looking for new folks to be on the IHS board of directors and to help out on planning. If we want to target something in 5 years, we'll need another committee to do that. So any of you or folks that might be interested in pitching in on the work that we do at IHS, pass the word on to them, and you contact Ray or I with volunteers.
Finally, thank you, IHS 50th Anniversary Committee members, for your many hours of hard work in preparing for this celebration. In particular, thank you, Vice President Mark Bibar, and hard-working Australian celebration organizer Martin Grimm. Also, Veteran Society member Bill Hochberger, Treasurer Roger Schaefer, Webmaster Scott Wadle, and 4 heavy lifters, Harry Larson, Richard Stead, Stan Siegel, and Joel Billingsley. Thank you, and good night around the world. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day.